Channel to my welcome. Hi guys, this is Forex with Temilo and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are not going to be analyzing any charts and we are not doing trade recap. Today's video is going to be all about mistakes that I made at the beginning of my trading journey. And later on, we'll go on to talk about the questions my Telegram channel members have sent me in the group. I asked them to send me questions that they may have, and they've done so. So I'll go over those questions in this video as well. So let's get right into it. Mistakes that I made when I started my trading journey. That was in 2021, early 2021. And number one on my list will be trading a lot of pairs. When I started trading, I traded almost all the forex pairs, including cryptocurrency, and I traded oils, I traded metals, name it. I traded all pairs, all. And this is one mistake that I made. As a trader, you shouldn't be trading all of those pairs and thereabouts. You shouldn't, because it will only make you run scatter, and you'll not be able to concentrate on a particular pair and have nice trades and nice setups in the market. Because then I remember, if I was sleeping and you bring me a chart of a particular pair and ask me what pair is this, I will tell you the name of the pair. It was that bad. I knew the charts of each pair in my head. And what I later on I realized that knowing all these pairs, trying to trade all of it is not bringing me profits. Instead, I'm taking so many trades and I'm having so many losses. And I realized that then I'll just set alerts on different pairs. So trading a lot of pair will not get you anywhere. To be very honest, it won't get you anywhere. And later on, I got to reduce my pairs to, I think, about five or thereabouts, when I realized that all of those pairs are not doing me any good. I remember then I have this trading friend. We were very close. We are still very close actually, and two of us used to talk about it, that can we ever stop trading all these pairs, because we got to realize that a lot of successful traders actually don't trade too many pairs. They just stick to one or two pairs and they are making profits in the foreign exchange market. And yeah, we are trading all these pairs, trying to check where we have trades, and we are still not making profits as we should. So then I realized I need to reduce them, and I reduced them. Then I remember also I asked that, is there a way TradingView can allow us to block out all these other pairs so that I can focus on one or two pairs? And it was really just crazy. And but now I don't trade a lot of pairs anymore. Then the second mistake I usually make then, or that I made then, was the fact that was I joined a lot of forex groups. When I say a lot, I mean over 20 groups on Telegram that I was in at the beginning of my trading journey. I was in different groups, and in those groups were different people. We have the good people, we have bad people, we have crazy people. And it was really, 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 really bad, really, really bad. Because one disadvantage of being in these different trading groups is that whenever you analyze your charts, and for example, now you are trading the pound dollar and you wake up during the London session and you have a buy bias for your trade. But because you're in a lot of groups, somebody is telling you, oh, GBP USD is going to sell today, and you've just analyzed your chart and you realize that is a buy. They get into your head because of all these their non-stop discussions. So it gets really terrible when you are in all these groups. So at some point too, when I realized in my trading journey, I was going 100 steps forward, then 1,000 steps backward. I realized some things needs to go. And that was how one day I made the decision to start deleting all of these groups. I think all beginners actually go through this phase of joining groups, because I understand the fact that as a beginner, you want to be able to learn from different people, and you want to see others who are already in this field, in this career. You want to hear from them, you want to see their perspective about trading. Actually, it's not, I will not say it's something really bad, and I think it's something beginners yearn for actually. But I just know that later on you realize that all of these groups, they are of no benefit to you, to be very honest. And if at all you join groups, always make sure the group you are joining uh is a group that aligns with the strategy that you've back tested over time, the strategy that you use. Okay, let me cite this example. As I am now as SMC trader, I trade smart money concepts, supply and demand, imbalances, break of structure. Um, so now, if I have probably a student now, and maybe over time, maybe for the past 6 months, you've been trading SMC, and now you are joining groups where they trade support and resistance, or groups where they use indicators like the Ishimoku cloud, all those indicators that is just slap on the chart that is so confusing, and you start joining those groups, or groups that trade maybe trend line, break and retest. We have a lot of strategies actually. And so you being an SMC trader now and being in those groups will do you no good. Instead, look for groups where they trade the strategy that you've been able to backtest over time, or the strategy that you feel most comfortable trading. Okay. So, and also these groups also, they get into your head so much. Some of them just come to flaunt their profits, and you start thinking less of yourself. Oh my god, somebody is making $12,000, somebody is making $60,000, and there I am making $100 or making $200. Let me just tell you, these things are in stages, okay? They are in stages. The third mistake I made at the beginning of my trading journey was I paid for signal once actually. I I think at maybe 2 or 3 months after going live, I joined a signal group. I saw this guy on a one of those groups, those numerous groups that I was in. He usually post his trade setup, and I realized that his trades were quite good and okay actually. And I decided to join his group. From those groups, I joined his own group as well. And I realized I had a signals channel, and I actually paid $50 to join his signal channel. Trust me, the first trade I ever took from his signals wiped almost half of my trading capital. In fact, maybe more than half of my trading capital. It was not funny. I remember that trade was on XRP. It was a cryptocurrency trade. I took XRP. I just got into the trade because I believe that all the charts he always posts then in those groups, they are always winning trades back to back. So I just went all in, and my capital was gone. So that was the only time I actually paid for signals. That was the only time. Um, then I think again, I want to tell you that sometimes not a lot of times people has actually done a lot of survey over time. They try to join signals channel to see how you can be profitable, but most of the times, 90% of the time, you will not be profitable using signals. And I always tell people, don't wait for signals. The best thing is to learn how to trade yourself and analyze. The issue is sometimes not all signals providers are bad actually. Sometimes it might be that the week that you joined the signals group, the market is not in favor of that signals provider actually. So, but for me, signals is a no-no actually. It's a no-no. So you need to be very careful of looking for signals. So I looked for signals then, but it was just that one time. And there was this free signals channel I joined. Then it was from this guy in SA, South Africa. I think the guy is the, let me say, the biggest, one of the biggest traders in South Africa. He usually give free signals. Then I would join those signals. Then I was still working at a spa then in Dubai. And I will, from when I'm attending to my customers, I'll just quickly pick my phone, check the channel, see his signals, I will input it, I'll drop my phone, attend to clients, I'll go back to my trade and it has its stop loss. Or sometimes they would have closed profits and probably I just left my phone somewhere. And it was really, really bad. I didn't gain anything from joining Signals. So those are the mistakes. Don't join Signals group. They have no use. You will not be profitable. There's nothing like knowing how to trade by yourself. So on to the next one. Another issue I had, another mistake I was making then was I wasn't risking properly. You see, risk management in forex trading is a whole big deal. A whole big deal. You need to learn risk management. Without risk management, you cannot go far in trading at all. You can't go far because as you are taking 10 steps forwards, you are taking 100 back if you are not risking properly. So if you want to really know about risk management, sign up into my academy. Let's have one-on-one sessions together so I can teach you how to risk properly, be it small accounts, medium-sized accounts or big accounts. So risk management is very important. I was not risking properly at the beginning of my trading journey. Even the first year, it was not it at all. I wasn't risking properly. I would just get into the trade with maybe 0.50 lot size today, tomorrow 0.20, and just like that. So, but it's really, really that bad because if you are not risking properly, you will not be having consistent profits. And sometimes you just be gathering losses upon losses upon losses because you don't know how to manage your trades. Okay. So, and another mistake I made then was not allowing my winning trades to run. This is issue with a whole lot of traders. In fact, till now, I can say I still have that problem, but I would say it is at the barest minimum right now. It's really at the barest minimum right now. Then probably I'm in a trade that I'm supposed to get $500 from. I'll just realize that I closed out maybe at $150 profit, sometimes at $90 profit or $50 profit. Why? Because of fear. Another issue with not allowing winning trades run is because over time, if you've had losses back to back to back, it always affects traders psychologically. I realize not allowing winning trades run is as a result of fear. So by the time you have losses, countless losses back to back, when you have just one winning trade now, you realize that you want to take your profit fast. Okay, let's say for example you've been having losses back to back and suddenly one day you are seeing $200 profit. You quickly want to take that, at least let me keep this. Let me take partials. Let me do this, let me do that, so that at least I can use that to recover those losses. Okay. So please stop making that mistake. Allow your winning trades to run. You already have your entry points, you have your stop loss points, and definitely you have your take profit level or zone. So just allow your trades to run. And if you realize you are not allowing your trades to run, I think you don't need to be on live accounts then. You need to go back to demo accounts and try to perfect your strategy, because that's another issue. If your strategy is not, if you are not confident with your strategy and your winning rate is maybe probably so low, the issue of not allowing trades to run will keep reoccurring. So you need to be able to perfect your strategy by going back to demo, take trades, allow your trades to run, monitor them, and you see, once you see um a significant growth in your journey, then you can go back to live accounts, and then from there you allow. This one is FOMO, fear of missing out. At the start of my journey, I really jumped into a lot of trades like, oh, GBP USD is buying, I want to get in. GBP USD is selling, I want to get in. Or during news releases. Okay. And I think FOMO most times affect a lot of traders because of the trading groups that they are in. You see people talking about, oh, Nasdaq is going to drop heavily during this FOMC news or during this NFP news, and because of that, you run to Nasdaq chart and you start you jump into trades. Or if not that, sometimes even not during news releases, you analyze your chart and you are expecting price to come to into your point of interest. Maybe you want to sell, for example, you already have your sell limit set, and just because you start seeing some big sell momentum candles going down, decide to jump in without allowing price to come into your point of interest, without waiting for confirmation entries. You then get into the trade so that you don't miss out on the sell. Whereas sometimes markets may just use those force for example, you want to say markets may use those force sell as a level of liquidity that market will come back to later to grab stop losses that may be there before the real sell will take place. But because of FOMO, you've jumped into the sell trade. Okay, so that really affected me a lot at the start of my journey. I really got into a lot of trades impulsively, but now FOMO is not something around me anymore or something that I do anymore. I'm just so chilled and relaxed. I think over time, those mistakes that we make are they build the experiences that we have today. They shape us in some ways that allow us to get better actually. So seriously, I'm not judging anyone for all of these if you are making all of these mistakes even now. But the thing is, please, when people that started the journey before you are giving you tips on how to get better or things you should stop doing, I think the best thing is to listen. Though it might be somehow um, challenging, but just try and work on it, okay? So, the next point is watching other people's profits. I mentioned that already in the fact that I joined a lot of groups. So, I do see people's profit then $12,000, $50,000, 60 and thereabouts, and it usually affects me then. And because of that, I will start thinking that why am I not at this level yet in my trading? I'll start comparing myself to them, but actually looking at other people's profits, I can't really say it really got to me so much because I was able to, from the academy I started from, they were able to tell us all these things at the start of the training, not to look at other people's profits. But at the same time, in the academy, in the group academy of my first ever academy that I joined to learn how to trade, those people post profit like crazy. Hey, they post profit like mad, big profits, and you start thinking of how you can scale up your accounts very fast and be like them. Actually, so please don't watch other people's profits. And another point is mistake I made then was I wanted to use forex profits to offset my daily needs and projects that I had that time, which is not a very good thing for a beginner at the start of your trading journey. Okay, so at the start of the journey, you want to make sure it's either you have something doing that is bringing in income that you can use for your daily projects or daily bills, as opposed to using forex profits at the beginning of your journey to using your profit to pay your bills. It will really mount pressure on you. It did for me because at some point later on I was not working, and I was no longer working. I was only relying on forex for my this thing. So it affected me at some point because then there was pressure on me. I need money for this, I need money for that. So I need money to come out of forex by fire by force. So I was now trading when I'm not supposed to trade. In fact, now I have trading hours. Before I do not have. I just trade round the clock. At the middle of the night, you see me wake up to check trades, to look for trades. What is happening? Tell me, Lord, give yourself rest now. So please don't use forex profits at the beginning of your career to be offsetting bills. It will really mount pressure on you. And don't go and take loans. It will affect you. Don't go and take loans. Okay? So it's either you have savings already. Some people now, when they want to start their forex journey, they have a lot of savings that can probably last them 6 months or 1 year. and they want to now concentrate on trading in the foreign exchange markets. Yeah. So if you do that, that is still okay. But not having savings and not having job and being at the start of your career in trading, please don't do that. It will really cause you to have prayer. So those are the mistakes I made, and what I would just say is some of these things you will actually experience them. Don't be hard on yourself. Just take it cool. Always remember that it's you against you in the foreign exchange markets. Okay, it's you against you, and this is 2024. Please learn how to trade properly. Learn how to trade. Book one-on-one sessions with mentors, with people that you know that have strategies that they've used and tested over time. Pay for the skills, please. It's not a waste of money, actually, if you are paying for forex education. It's not a waste of money. We spend a lot of money on things that are not worth it. But when it comes to learning and perfecting our skills, oh, $100 is too much, $200 is too much, $500, or something that you are supposed to teach me for free. No, spend on getting quality education that will help your journey. It will help your trading as well. Then always make sure wherever you are paying for training and all that, make sure you are able to have one-on-one sessions with the person you are paying to, because there are a lot of academy out there that you pay to that not even for one day you are able to have a one-on-one discussion with the owner of the academy or who is teaching you. That's not so good. Always make sure you are signing up with academy that you are able to talk, because in trading, okay, now for example on this my channel, I've been able to give out free content. All my YouTube videos contains all of the way I trade. Nothing is hidden. I put everything out there. But still there are still some people that they don't really get it. So now those kind of people, now they need one-on-one sessions. They will be able to express where they have issues, what they are battling, where they have challenges, and you'll be able to dissect it together with them. Okay. So 2024, please perfect your trading skills. Make sure you are able to sit at the comfort of your home and trade by yourself. Make sure you are able to trust your analysis, even if it will be profit, even if it will be loss, you know, at least I'm very sure of my analysis. There are times where markets will not go my way and it is totally fine. All right. So that'll be all for the mistakes I made. And please do not make such mistake. Or if you are presently doing some of this mistake, please try and change towards and try and change and be better. Okay. So now we move to the next phase, which is the question and answer segment.